Hey, I wanted to talk about warping in Ableton. This allows us to change the key or change the tempo independently and do it at a pretty high quality. You can change the key of an audio file in Planning Center, but Ableton just does it at such a higher fidelity, and it just gives you a much better result. So, um, wanted to talk through how to do that and also just a couple of these warping modes and how I use them depending on if I'm transposing like up or down. So what we're going to do first is just select all these files and hit warp. And that's not gonna make them sound any different, but that's gonna allow us then to start messing with either key or tempo and have one not affect the other. So um, let's change the key of A Thousand Tongues from G down to F. So we're gonna go down -2 semitones. You can either drag it or just type it in. So I'm gonna do that for the original audio. Probably not gonna mess with any of the drum or clap or perk tracks. And I will change all of the other instruments. So I found that the best one of these to use when I'm warping like an entire mixed song is Complex Pro. And then I'll usually turn the envelope down all the way to 8. If you leave it at 128, your vocal sounds the best, but you get some like pitchy artifacts in the high end that I I don't like at all. So I prefer that the vocals sound a tiny bit strange and we get the mix as a whole just more listenable. With stems, what I'll do is, for the most part, I'll do the same thing where I'm going to use Complex Pro with the envelope all the way down, except for like any vocals, I'm going to leave the envelope where it defaults at 128, unless they're like really affected, almost synth-like vocals. Then I will want to turn the envelope down, and you'll hear it. Like, just do whatever sounds the best. But in general, this is your best vocal quality. And then if you're warping like an instrument, you generally want to pull that all the way down. Let's say that we're warping up. You can kind of use your ear here for this, but let's say we're going up from like G to B, for instance. So up 4 semitones. I think I'd still probably leave our original like this. And then depending on the track, again, just use your ear. Sometimes I'll go back and forth between this setting here with the envelope all the way down, or complex when I'm warping up, like I'm pitching up. A lot of times complex maintains more of like the high end, whereas complex pro with our envelope all the way down, it just loses some high end energy. So again, just listen to them and just do whatever you think sounds the best. But in general, I'm going between those two options when I'm pitching up. And then for vocals, if I'm pitching up, I'll still go Complex Pro with envelope at 128. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna show you one more thing. So now that we've got all this warped and we've changed the key, let's say we want to like slow this down 5 BPM, for instance. So we've already told Ableton like this song was recorded at 156 BPM. We've pitched it up. Now we're going to change our tempo. So click here. Open our, sorry. A lot of singing this week. Open our master track. Click tempo, and then we can move. Actually, I guess we don't need to do that. What am I thinking? We can just type this in here. So let's go to like 151. We slow it down 5 BPM. Now we're playing back a song that was recorded at 156 BPM in G. We're playing it back at 151 BPM in the key of B. So, anyways, there's how to do that. If you wanted to do like a retard at the end, I might do something like, let's slow it down 20 BPM over the last 2 beats. I'd just do something like that, where 151 all the way down to 131 there. And now you have a retard that otherwise wasn't programmed in. So there you go. That's warping for you.